Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No game. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Hale. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff. And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy, breezy.
The give out of the gun. Steamrolls his way ahead. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's complete on the right side.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field and gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Alabama pushing the tempo. Calls his own number. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. The tackle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Alabama 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. On second down, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And he made the extra point without problem. So the 16-play drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Dropping back, it's Manning. The throw, using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Hale. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab at the 30. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Manning. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Rolls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Gibson. Open space at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Alabama pushing the tempo. The run from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only do you recruit great players, the offensive line, the skill, and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Scott. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the run, it's Riley. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. They've got the screen set up. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. This quarterback part of their running game. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Alabama.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. Little touch pass to the receiver. All kinds of running room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Corner's going to give them room. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to pass it. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give him the lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. There's a live football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they get the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Off the play fake on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Give to the running back. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You can tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
At the 35, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two possessions.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing right. He's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Reeled it in and just made the house call. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in, because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score, and score pretty dang quickly.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. With jet sweep pass. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 35, Texas 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now the flag brings up a short 1st and 5. Offense can really get aggressive if it chooses. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Fighting off the defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but it's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over North Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Gibson. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Brought down at the 27-yard line.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And how about that? You don't see those touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense. They've
already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
24. Green 25.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run. Still looking. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
1st down here for the offense. To throw, it's Manning. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way